one of my friends, yeah, a friend, a young man I used to work with, he was a friend of mine. But I worked at a lot of schools, and he said, I think the reason we like soda is because of the bubbles and the things, and it tickles, and we like the way it tickles and feels. And that's why I like those Frescas, and I think I do too. And they're cold, so I like drinking something cold. So I started putting my waters in the fridge, bottled waters in the fridge. I drink them, and that water you drink is just great. It tastes so good. It feels so good, especially when you're walking in an orchard for about 40 minutes and stuff. I scared all the birds. There must have been about 50 or 60 of them all, and they got up and they're little bitty guys, and they just fly up, and it's so cool. They just, and you have to apologize. I'm sorry, guys. Just go back to business as usual. I came back the second time. They went, and then after that, they went back down. They didn't. They realized, oh, this guy's serious. He's not gonna fuck with us. He's not like the cats. No, you smell like the cats. That's because the cats smell like me. Now I know the cats get you, but I won't. Then the cats came in there and stayed around me, and the cats were showing the birds. This is our head bird killer. I guess I am head of the bird killers. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I feed them, keep them in the house. And I love birds, but didn't you see that one with the little Sylvester's little son or whatever? And he's getting all upset because his son's not killing eating the birds. And Dad said I'm supposed to chase birds, catch birds, eat birds. Oh, funny. One of my favorites. I love those old cartoons, don't you? They're pretty cute. Yeah, they are. A lot of things to keep us entertained and distracted, and that's what Judy talked to me about. Underdog, go get him, Ralph. You're distracted, aren't you? Yes, I am. Scooby-Doo. But I wasn't. Sure, everybody thinks Daphne's cute. No, Marianne or Ginger, they're both nice. But if I was a Marianne, yeah, obviously she had that big old round booty and the dark hair. I was a Marianne. It's just weird because my mom was named Mary Ann, but went by Mary Ann. So it's weird for me, like in Mary Ann when my mom was a Mary Ann. My mom was more redhead with and she had a nice shape to her, so she was more Ginger, but with a Sophia Loren kind of look to her. So yeah, I just wasn't that into Ginger. No, the guy's wife, Manuelito's sister on High Chaparral. Yeah, I was into her. The Senator, her. Yeah, Ralphie like. I grew up with, you know my order. You know who I found attractive. So yeah, that's with the girls that I found attractive. I clicked on that thing, posted the thing. Those women are all very beautiful. Yeah. It was mean. I don't know. It's just something about that woman. I don't know what it is. But she was like the epitome of beautiful. Every time me and Hugo talk about it, was always, he calls her J-Lo. I call her Jenny. I just can't call her J-Lo. I just can't do it. Jenny, yeah, because I couldn't walk up and say, I'm not a smart man, J-Lo, but it's like I'm calling it Jello, and I like Jenny. I'm not a smart man, Jenny, but I know what love is. That's I'd be an asshole like that. Oh, shut up, like I haven't heard that shit before. And A6 said, yeah, I've heard that shit too. Shut up, Ralph. What are you going to start doing? Hey, Ralphie boy! Norton! You want me to call you Norton instead? Alice, one of these days, Alice, to the moon. I laugh. You make fun of my name, double bar for Ralph or all, yep. My mother-in-law called me that, my first mother-in-law. I said, yeah, Mama. Yeah, more people calling out my name every night than they call out guys. There's more drunks than there is people making love. People like, oh, God. They go, Ralph, Earl. And they're on their knees. So they're worshiping me. So I'm their porcelain God. I am God Almighty. Ralph Earl. To all the drunks of the United States of America and the worldwide. The whiskey in the bottle. That's right. Here I am. And God, Ralph Earl be their name. Earl Jr. The second coming. That's when they throw up again. Parsons, I'm a lay preacher. I tell it like it is. The lay people like the truth. They don't want to be lied to. You can't lie to us. We all just screwed and we know it, right? Yeah. What are we going to do about it? Bitch and moan and take it up the tailpipe, just like old Jim Carrey said on Liar Liar. What are you going to do? Bitch, moan, take it up the tailpipe, and just keep going. Oh, I object. Why? Well, because, I can't. Oh, never mind. I love that movie, man. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. But I've had better. You gotta admit that. The movie's cute as all get out. It's one of the, you love it too. Everybody loves that movie. Everybody loves Liar Liar. No, I'm general statements again. A lot of people don't like Jim Carrey. I know. You guys should. He's cool. Bruce Almighty was one of my favorites. Ash-dwelling monkey. I wouldn't have known. I like my wife just the way she is. I would have just sat there and said, "You want to have more sex with Ralph?" Why? Because it's good for you. It releases endorphins. Makes you happy. All right. Oh man, she'll be more active. She'll release endorphins. Women get more active. Men get more tired. That's not cool. That's because we keep making babies. I gotta go. I mean, I'm as excited as you are. You're cleaning the house, but I want to have sex, and then we just have sex all day. But I've got to go do something. You can do it while we're having sex. Shh. That's how we go. You saw that post of the dog the dog on the chicken and the dog on the cat, and then the deer coming up on the dog, and that was a boy dog. You saw that deer is taking on more than it can chew. I don't even know what that deer was thinking. It's like, you want to die, don't you? You coming up on a male dog like that, you turn, this is no. This is not Big Al's Gay Animal Barn. Carton in it. South Park, and that is the stupidest show I've ever seen. How much time am I at? All right, sorry y'all. I had to check. It's hard to see. Well, I got a white shirt on. When I got white shirts on, it's hard to see because the clock on there is white, so it's hard to read. If I got a dark shirt on, it's easier to read. Maybe you should wear a dark shirt. Maybe you should kiss my butt. I wonder where my Jerome Brad is. All right, leave me alone. I'm just kidding. Frustrating, guys. It really is. Oh, totally. The suffering stuff with the Buddha. Okay. The Buddha was murdered, poisoned. Yeah. So most of the teachings that were passed on by the people that either didn't get it or that had murdered him. Suffering. He was looking to separate suffering of the suffering. The story of Siddhidra, its history that you follow. Okay, the Buddha said, but what was the Buddha's life about? He was a rich palace brat that was pampered and kept from all that. He wanted to know, and of course the servant took him out. Of course, wanted to see the rich pampered palace brat. Said, yeah, this person's sick. Yeah, this person's dying. You're spoiled as shit, and you have this perfect life, and everybody's dying around you. You're supposed to be taking over this kingdom, but you're not supposed to see any of all the bad things that happen. Well, how do you do that? Maybe if you shared some of all this other good stuff that you've shared more in the kingdom and ruled more in a godly manner like they're taught in the ways of old, like the prophets, the messiahs, and the apostles, we'll have less of this suffering. Suffering is a part of life. It's the Johnny Clegg song, life is suffering, suffering is life, be thankful for the good things that are coming to you. Well, we can ease more of the suffering if we have less selfishness, live the word, and do that old-time religion. Like the prophet went to the king, and they started sharing. To the four corners. It's real simple stuff, man. No, he doesn't get it. But suffering is part of life and love. You have that baby knowing that one day you're going to die and they're going to suffer and cry because daddy died before them, or it's could be like Theoden, which you don't want to even think about. You know, no parent should have to outlive their child. You know, children are ready for it and prepared for it. I'll get old like Grandpa did, and okay, and then you too shall. Where am I? Okay, 30, sorry. You get it? It's just part of understanding life. It's just what they consider natural and unnatural death. Well, unnatural death is something that is considered an unnatural death is something by accident or murder. Disease is not accident, it's murder. Because most disease is created by imbalance, improper treatment of the living components of life, and poisoning. If it's poisoning, and then you try to get them antidotes or get them a cure, but you don't try to solve the problem by stopping the poisoning or the imbalance in nature. So that's an unnatural death. Understood? Natural death is the living process and living out a natural life and then dying. That's why I tell you my favorite parts in the scriptures are, and so Moses and Joseph saw umpteen generations, yada, 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 yada. Simple math. That's why I tell you, I love the man, but I don't like him. He's a very piss-poor academic in math. Well, actually, a lot of academics are like him, but mathematician. And that other guy gave those satsang classes. I'm sitting there, and they're all sitting there watching it, talking about what happens after they die. It's like molecular math, eternal math equation. You should be more worried and more concerned about living the life that you're living and actively living it, and lovingly living it actively and enjoying it and appreciating it and doing the best that you can. So go live it. No, we all want to sit here and listen to you and talk about life after death. I'd rather go have sex with my wife. Sex, yes, please. Yeah, Shelly and her friend. Yeah. We're all like, yes, please. Let's live life. Let's go exercise, eat right, treat each other right, take care of our planet and sex. Yes, please. When? Now. Yesterday, 2 years ago, all the time, I'd be in a lot better shape. Love you guys, all right? Peace.